Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. I know it's been a minute since Angel and I have sat down with each other and filmed a video, almost like 7 months, but we just wanted to come on camera today and film an update video for you guys. So if you guys haven't already subscribed, be sure to subscribe, and if you like the video, just leave a thumbs up. As I mentioned, this is just going to be an update video. We realized that Angel and I have been getting like a lot of questions on like what we're doing, and we'll go into more detail of what that is, but you know, this is just like a way for us to be like laying it down. This is the foundation, and this is why we're changing what we're doing and the mentality that we have. I mean, we are going into our senior year in a year, literally, and it's kind of crazy to think that we're gonna be done with college and there's gonna be nothing else for us to do, like that's like spoon-fed to us after this. Like, it's all up to us. So we're kind of making moves right now just to ensure that our foundation is good and we're prepared for when we do graduate.
Some of the things we started doing, like, you know, while at school, because, you know, we gotta be doing stuff while we're there, and kind of like using like what is provided to us, because, you know, we're paying like a lot of money, you know, to be going out of state and just to be going to college. So it's like you gotta be doing something with it. Aside from being the president of my fraternity, and aside from her, you know, being the marketing person for her sorority and like all the other things we're doing, we started a club. And it was actually one of Naomi's ideas back in the beginning of junior year. Yeah. And it was to start this club about kind of what we do with, you know, financial services and investments. So we call it PHP on Campus. The organization we're actually a part of is called PHP Agency. So what we wanted to do is, you know, kind of have that same name reference, but also use it as a platform to be able to, you know, teach students like while they're here in college. Because so we're business majors, and we've taken, you know, the different courses we take that you have to take as a business student that other colleges don't take. And honestly, don't get me wrong, it's better than nothing, but at the same time, one, it's in a classroom setting. People, when you learn in a classroom, you don't want to learn. You're in a class, you know, like why would you wanna, most people don't want to be there. Most people want to be outside, they want to be doing things with their friends, they want to have the rest of the college experience without, like, you know, necessarily all those classrooms. Because the classroom setting, it's like, you know, you're learning for a test, you're learning for a midterm, a quiz, you know, so something you have to present, you know, and that's never as, you know, heartfelt and, what's the word? I don't know, it's never as like real. So the one thing we wanted to do is like peers among peers, you know, not somebody who is, you know, above us in a sense of college, you know, because they're a professor or whatever. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with them, they have great intentions and all that. But so the way it comes across is like, it's not same to same. So what we wanted to do is we wanted to bring this club, and honestly it's been really fun. We've been learning along the way. People that have been coming have been learning along the way. And if you're watching this, you go to club meetings, thank you, you're awesome. But yeah, it's been a really great experience just starting that club. Yeah, so as Angel mentioned, you know, PHP on Campus is a great way for us to reach out to our peers and like people who are our age and students in general, and just give them value and knowledge through what we know, because honestly that's how you make this world go around, is if you just spread the knowledge, spread the experience, and just help one another out. And by going to school, I feel like we're so sheltered, you know, in the 4-year university process. Take your class, register, extracurricular activities, sports, whatever it might be, and we're just doing our routine day to day, that it's hard to think about our life outside of school. So we're kind of just trying to implement that in everybody's, you know, routine just weekly and what we're doing, just to help each other out. But with that being said, it's kind of a way for Angel and I to also incorporate and start changing our image and our brand of how people perceive us, and not in a bad way, in a good way, because we're very business oriented. We love to be busy and we love to be innovative, and we consider ourselves entrepreneurs. We'll get into that a little bit later, but you know, this is like the time around so many people to start implementing that image on us. So PHP on Campus is a really great way to show that we're involved and we're active on campus, while still completing our degree in a business, you know, sector of things. But with that being said, we are creating this video just to also mention that, like, I personally, Angel can speak for himself, but I personally want to be changing my whole social media platform. Like, I post a lot of casual pictures and like nothing inappropriate, but considering that, you know, now that I'm going to be trying to reach out to clients and meeting new people and networking, I want to reach out to them on social media, and that's usually like the first thing they look at. I want it to be a different
image of my life that I'm putting out there. So I want it to be more business oriented, more entrepreneurship like videos and motivation posts and all that type of stuff, and just like what I'm doing in my sector of, you know, creating the career for myself. So that's something that's going to change, and I think this YouTube channel is definitely going to be incorporated with OSU and day in the life of OSU, but we're going to still be adding tidbits of, you know, professionalism, what we're doing, how we're doing it, and just how we're building our legacy, to be honest, you know, after college and the years to come on.
So I definitely agree with Naomi. You know, and it's funny, man, because in my college experience, I've kind of done a lot of things, but I haven't documented like any of it, at least on my social media. I've had several different jobs. I've traveled to like several different states for different reasons, you know, fraternity or just school. I've gone to a bunch of different places in Oregon, and honestly, I need to go to way more. But there's a lot of stuff that like I haven't shown that I've been doing, you know, and it's like, you know, I get posts every now and then, but it's like something I have to really keep on doing, you know, keep on maintaining. But yeah, just same thing with this whole like professional twist on it, because that is what it is going to be, you know. I'm 20, she's 21, I'm about to be 21 in a few months in June, and you know, after that, it's kind of just like, you kind of just gotta move on.
Yeah.
So I mean, I have a few friends, and I mean, like, shout out to them. And after watching this video, they know who they are. But like, he's already living, you know, with his significant other in a place here in the Valley. So that's like super sick. And I'm like, damn, like that's what I want, you know, as soon as I'm done with college. And honestly, like, I can't wait. It's gonna be a really great time, and you know, just moving on to that next step, because you know, I don't want to go home and stay there for a few years. That's just personally not what I want to do. And you know, and people have different feelings on it, you know, and honestly, like, there's nothing bad with staying home and, you know, taking it slow or whatever the heck, but for me, that's not what I want. I don't want that. I want to continue on, keep going forward, and not wait, because I want to be doing a lot of things while I'm young.
Yeah. And
a lot of that I want has to deal with what's happening basically long term, you know, in the next 10 years, not just the next 3-5 years. Because if I want to be where I want to be next 10 years, then I have to be doing stuff now, as compared to, oh, okay, I'm 25, now time to get life started. Like, no, why wait? What's the point of waiting, you know? You can still have a great time along the way and still get to where you want to be.
Exactly. You know, that's like my next point that I want to talk about. The biggest misconception, and everybody out there, if you're our age, if you're younger, if you're older, is just listen out and hear me out, is, you know, oh, you're young, you have time. And it's like, yes, we're young, but this is the time to be doing stuff. So by the time we're 30 or 45 or whatever it is, we have a whole game plan. You know, we didn't waste time. Whatever, if that's investing in something, you know, those 5 years, that can be thousands of dollars that you missed out just by waiting, you know, like, oh, okay, I have time, I'll think about it later. So with that in mind, you know, this is something that we literally preach for ourselves, but to everybody else, like in our club, is like, guys, it's better to be doing something than nothing, you know, and whatever that looks like for yourself is totally personalized for you. But just getting ahead of the game and realizing that we're not going to be babied forever is something that's really important to understand, to live whatever life you want, whether that's your personal business, I don't even know, there's so many different things, but you just got to get ahead of the game, and that's something that we're really taking advantage of right now.
Yeah, and I mean, here's the thing, everyone's gonna feel different. I could think of like 5 people that think the exact opposite.
Yeah.
They are thinking, oh, I don't have to be doing anything right now, I'm only 20, 21, 22, 23. And honestly, like, I get what you're saying, you know, that if that's what you want, that's totally fine, because we all want different things. And if you feel different, that's totally fine. There's nothing wrong with your feelings.
Yeah. We're
not saying, oh, you're, you know, not as whatever because
just think about it.
you're not as whatever because you don't want to do what we're doing. Like, this is just what we want to do, and that's how we feel about it. If you feel different, that's totally fine. I mean, there's really no issue with that. It's your life. So
okay, so we've been getting these questions quite frequently, and honestly, it's the #1 question of what exactly are you doing and what are you doing to complete your goals. So this part of the video is honestly just going to answer it, like completely specific of what we're doing, and, you know, tell a little bit about a process of it.
So there's PHP on campus, and then there's PHP agency. So the reason we started PHP on campus is because we were inspired to create it by, you know, because the organization that we're a part of, PHP agency. And so PHP agency has been around for 10 years now. It started back in 2009, back when there was actually something similar to what's happening right now. You know, the world's changing, and, you know, economy's not doing so well. You know, back then it was the housing market, now it's this virus that's kind of stopping a lot of things. So it has to deal with, you know, financial services and investments. Right now, we obviously work out of the North Hills office that we're in here, you know, in Southern California. One thing we really want to do is we want to open up our own office in somewhere in Oregon, and honestly continue to obviously work here, but have, you know, that office and this office, and honestly in the future open up several more offices, you know, as much as we can. Just to be able to grow, you know, that legacy that, you know, where we want to reach, you know, those goals that we want to do. And the thing is, like, you know, because some people might be thinking like, oh, when do you want this office in Oregon? Like, if we can have it done by the time we leave college, that'd be fantastic.
That's the goal, actually. That's as Angel mentioned, you know, we're definitely going through a time of crisis right now, and everything is happening so quick, and it's honestly so sad to hear on the news and the radio that there's individuals out there who you know, are so reliant on having jobs and employment, and the unemployment rate is supposed to skyrocket to like 20%. So that's scary, but it's just so sad to hear these families, you know, struggling and figuring out how they're gonna pay the bills, how they're gonna provide for their family. And it happens, and this is a real world, and we're not discrediting that any way, shape, or form, but just going into the future, you know, thinking long term, because that's like one of our things that we preach to, is long-term thinking. Is, you know, Angel and I want to be reliant on nobody else but ourselves, and we want to make sure that we can provide for ourselves in any situation there is. So this is another way that we're building that legacy and just honestly becoming entrepreneurs in whatever we do. So through PHP Agency, you know, we have the opportunity to build our own business, open up our own offices, and just make something for our own, and honestly provide opportunities for individuals just like us, students, older people, to do the same thing, or honestly just bless them with the products and services that we have, because PHP actually stands for people helping people, and that's exactly what we do and how we live our life. I mean, we're diehard Christians. We go to church every Sunday, so we love to help people. But that's the goal, and that's the vision, and that's, you know, what we're gonna be basing everything off of now. We're getting close to the end of our college career, so it's time to get moving.
So that is the end of the video, guys. We really enjoyed making it. It's been a while, and it's always really fun to set everything up, and we have these lights now, so this is why it looks so great. So obviously going forward, we really want to continue, you know, making content for you guys. So if you guys like this video, like, comment, subscribe, do the whole shebang. And yeah, that's basically gonna be it. Did you have something else you wanted to say?
Yeah, I just wanted to say too, like, honestly, Angel and I are all about sharing our knowledge and offering value to every person that we meet and could possibly meet. So if you know somebody, or you yourself are interested in anything that we're talking about, or just want to kind of pick our brains and just know like what we're planning and how we're doing it, just get a little more specific in details, please reach out to us. We are here to offer value to you guys and help out in any way that we can. I mean, our socials are down below. I think we wouldn't mind putting our phone numbers. So yeah, we just encourage you guys to think ahead, start game planning, and use us as a resource if anything, and just hit us up. We'd love to talk. But until next time, we'll see you guys later. Ew! You're so gross!
I'm just kidding. Later, guys.